Hi, I'm Joy Taylor, and this is Best Thing I Heard This Week. Heath Evans gave his take on Brock Osweiler.
I was of the fan base that said Brock should have been playing through the playoffs. And I think they still would have hoisted the Lombardi with
a lot
Brock
of people
at quarterback.
do think that.
He made throws in that Patriots game down the stretch at home versus a Bill Belichick, Matt Patricia defense that very few quarterbacks in our league can make. He stood in there. He had a moxie about him that is not coachable. He got better every single week. Some people would say, oh, well, there's more interceptions or this. Young mistakes we can tolerate. But the growth track mentally, you watch the young man grow. So you tag him with Billy O'Brien and Hopkins and the run game that they want there and that defense. I think that's the best free agent move we've seen so far.
Joel Klatt let us know which QB he's taking number one in the NFL draft.
If I was an agent and just wanted one, I would go with Carson Wentz. And here's the overall determining factor that I finally get to. You get all the check marks and boxes and hand size and velocity and competition and so on and so forth. And then you finally get to this baseline question. Is this player independent of those around him or dependent on those around him? Is he independent based on fit or city or coach, or is he dependent? And I personally believe that Carson Wentz is a more independent asset than Jared Goff, meaning there's more places that he'll be a quality fit. There's more offenses that he'll succeed in. It doesn't quite matter what the roster is around him. He's more of an authority figure in the huddle and on the field than Goff is. That doesn't mean Goff is a worse player. He's a beautiful player. But right now, Carson Wentz is the more independent producer, and that's why I think he'll be drafted first ahead of Jared Goff in the NFL draft.
Jason Whitlock has the answer to fix basketball.
You fix it by the NCAA, the television networks, the NBA, and the NBA Players Association all coming to the understanding that basketball overall is not reaching its potential. The NBA is hurt by the one and done, early entry, too many young guys. And so if they want basketball to reach its full potential, you have to fix college basketball. And in order to fix college basketball, you need to pay these guys, incentivize them financially to stay in school for 3 or 4 years. And there's a way to do that through internship programs. You can get creative and figure out a way to significantly compensate your most talented college amateur basketball players. And that's what the NBA is missing. They're having to develop their own stars who at 19, 20 years old, when they're not really ready to be superstars, let them be stars in the college game. It has been a great tool. Magic and Larry Bird came to the NBA with big fan bases and a lot of passion for them. These guys, Ben Simmons, LSU fans aren't going to follow him. He was there for a cup of coffee for 5 months.
And Bob Saget told us how he landed the role on Full House.
Well, I was on a CBS morning program against the Today Show and Good Morning America as a co-host, the third co-host, and I got fired for being too hot for morning television. And then they offered me the job on Full House, and I wanted it. I had been a warm-up on the Bosom Buddies sitcom with Tom Hanks and Peter Scolari. I wanted to work for those people, and Jeff Franklin worked on Bosom Buddies and wanted me for Full House, and I was happy about it. But then after 8 years, it's a character you're playing.
Right.
And I didn't really I loved it because I loved the people and I loved the character. But then you find out you're kind of in a Big Bird suit and people are going, do you dust bust at home? Are you clean?
Yeah.
Yeah, if a woman throws a vase at me, I'll vacuum it up.
Right.
But it's a gift. What happened. And while I was doing Full House and America's Funniest Home Videos, which was pre-YouTube, it was the beginning of that.
Oh my God, that's how you got the video.
That was crazy. I mean, and I was number one for a while, and then I made number two, and then got very quiet in here. I like quiet. Quiet sometimes helps me regroup.
This is Best Thing I Heard This Week. Tune in weekdays at noon Eastern.